Good evening. Thanks for joining us for Local 3 News. I'm Ivy Shank. The Ordock Brewing Company today did everything by the book. Local 3's John Truitt explains why the books were flying off the shelves.
With the popularity of digital media available anytime with just a click of a mouse, books are still incredibly important to readers of all ages. This is nowhere more evident than at book fairs, like this one presented by Snowbound Books in Marquette. Twice a year, bibliophiles gather at the Ordock Brewing Company to share their love of books. Bookseller Gretchen McKenzie explains.
Sort of return to the scholastic book fairs of our youths. It's all for adults though. A bunch of fun books, our favorite reads from the past year. Should be a really nice time.
Independent booksellers are growing each year. For many, the physical book, one that doesn't need a power source or an electronic screen, something you can hold in your hand, take with you, and read anywhere. Printed on paper, complete with the beautiful artwork of the cover. Book lovers I spoke to described the joy of turning the pages and even the smell of a new book. Independent bookstores are often more than a retail establishment, but a destination, a place where the eclectic shares shelf space with the commercially successful, where one title leads to another and often opens a world of unintended discovery, knowledge, and storylines that transport the reader to places as varied and vast as the limitless boundaries of the human imagination. Books mean so many different things to so many different people, and often on a very personal level.
Very. I actually have a library in my house, and one of the quotes on the wall is, one of the biggest things books teach you is how to be alone.
Because it doesn't feel like you're alone when you're reading. You're like in a whole different world. You're like with the characters caught up in that other world, you know. I don't think you are alone when you're reading. That's why I like to read.
This book fair is a celebration of all things literary, from inspired artwork to clothing to maps, and of course, books. Be it fact, fiction, fantasy, or fables. The printed pages represented here are limited only by the imagination of the author. In Marquette, John Truitt, Local 3 News.